Okay. Yeah, Ingrid's already started the warm-up. She knows exactly what to do. we just start marching. Clear music. Loud and proud. It is freezing. Maybe I should turn off the AC. I'm just afraid I'm gonna like sweat too much. Actually, no, I'm turning off the AC. I'm just so cold right now. Okay, maybe I'll turn it on midway through. So we're warming up. Swinging the arms, getting the blood flowing. And again, feel free to play any music that's really motivating. I don't have music here, and sometimes like I listen to myself breathing heavily, and I'm like, geez, I wish I had music to cover that up. All right, I'm gonna start to kick my legs out there, and you can go at any pace. You can slow down if you want. Just gonna slowly start to extend my legs and get a little into the hamstrings. Again, still swinging my arms, getting that range of motion in the shoulders. I'm going to go back to the knee bend, but I'm going to go wide. So again, don't worry how you look. Just let's get some range of motion in our hips here. I'm marching back with my knees again. I'm swinging my arms side to side. And I'm going to start to extend my legs again. So getting a little into the hamstrings. And the more dynamic we can be with the greatest range of motion, the more we'll kind of get that blood flowing and the heart rate up. Once our body temperature is increased, then our muscles will be more limber for all the more intense movements we'll be doing. All right, and here we go. We're going to squat. So feet about shoulder distance apart, toes and knees turned out slightly. You can reach the arms forward, whatever you like. Drop that butt back and down. Here's the side view. So it kind of helps with counterbalance when you drop your butt back and reach your arms forward. I don't just reach my arms forward because I'm trying to get range of motion in my shoulders. It also just actually helps the movement. In fact, if you want to reach even higher, you can. Just to really open up that chest, activate those rear deltoids. Let's do 4 more. Going to lunges, feet hip distance apart, take one leg back. So for balance, you want your feet at least hip distance apart. You can have your arms up to the side here. But I'm actually gonna continue with my shoulder movements. So I'm just gonna keep moving those arms as I lunge. You don't have to though, you can put your arms here if you like, and hold them out here if you like. It's kind of like stretches into my hip flexors even a little bit more than if I didn't raise my arms. Oops, lost my balance there. Let's do 2 more on the side. And the same thing. Flipping all the way to the other side. You can stay facing forward and just switch the legs. But I'm going to continue with my arms. So as my back knee lowered down to about ankle height, having my arms up really helps to keep my chest up, my torso vertical. And again, that nice hip flexor stretch all the way through from the back knee. 4 more here. Okie dokie. Going down to the floor for our plank. And I know you can modify any of the movements, and for sure you can be on your knees. But I will say that if you have any wrist injuries, that there's not too many ways you can modify push-up without being on your wrist. So I do teach this boot camp class with the assumption that you don't have any wrist injuries. or any sensitivities that prevent you from doing push-ups. So here's our plank, glutes nice and tight, abs nice and tight. Good. Let's go to our knees, or feel free to do push-ups on your toes. Since this is kind of a warm-up to me, I'm gonna go with a less intense push-up here. So I am warming up my arms and chest. I'm feeling those joints move and work, but not at the most intense way. So push-ups on the toes is more intense for me. That's kind of how you want to view a warm-up anyways. You're doing sort of a, one more time. You're doing sort of like exercises that sort of are going to simulate what you're going to do later, but more intensely. So if you're going to run, you want to run slower and then you run faster. Okay, well, that's our warm-up. Continue to listen to your body, please. You want to challenge yourself, not go too crazy. And you want to go as fast as you can without sacrificing technique. Okay? So the first exercise I'm going to do is squat to a touchdown. Now, I don't do these touchdowns because it kind of forces us to go into a lower squat. So we're here, and I'm going to transfer this outside leg, and I'm going to travel that way. So this is the outside leg. Hop it in place here, and then touchdown. Touchdown, touchdown. So it's still a little shuffle, almost like this foot knocks this foot out. All right, and then you have arm motions. And then don't forget the squat part. So the reason why we're touching the ground is not because we're really flexible hamstrings and we drop our chest. It's because we get really low in the squat. All right, so that's the main goal for the first 40 seconds. Our timing today is 40 seconds, 20. And then we're going to end with Tabatas. All right, Tabatas is 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds rest. All right, take water breaks anytime. Let's go. So we have 7 seconds till our first exercise. Now let's share the upper body exercise during the 20-second break. So I'm trying to stay as low as possible. I'm not even straightening my legs. Quick shuffle, touch the opposite toe if you can. You don't have to like touch it, but the point is that you're getting really low. Keep your eyes up. See how I'm looking at you guys? That helps to kind of keep your chest down, chest up, so you're not fully dropping down. But try not to look at your feet. 10 seconds. Try to look maybe if you want to look on the floor, at least maybe 6 feet ahead of you. Social distancing. 6 feet. Okay. Stop. Push up, ladder walk. So along with the same travel theme, I'm going to go like this. Push up, step, step, push up, step, step. Ready? Go this way. Here you go. Push up, walk it over, push up. Bring the outside hand in toward the inside hand. Come to your knees here. Do a push up, come off your knees and travel. All right? Don't forget, push up is a moving plank. Keep that plank position. Let's go, let's go. Try to keep moving. If you start to get really fatigued in the arms, then go to your knees and keep moving. Or the other option, pull your knees in, underneath the butt, underneath the hips. All right, back to the first exercise. Oh my God, I'm so winded. I'm gonna stop talking. So we're going back to the first exercise. Exercise A, exercise B, A, B. 3 seconds.
Ready?
2, let's move. Having done this for the second time, you're a little more proficient at it, right? Anytime we learn something new, maybe we do it a little slower the first time. And subsequent, go a little faster. Yeah, with good technique. Nice job, nice job. Eyes up, eyes up. Don't look at your shoes. Don't look at your feet. Get that heart rate up. And done. Okay, so we're doing our push-ups again. And again, I would get off the knees to travel so laterally, side to side, and then give. All right, in 5 seconds.
Ready?
Let's go. Push up, travel. Do as many push-ups as you can in these 40 seconds. Broken up only by that quick travel. Take your feet with you. Ten seconds to go. You can rest after this. Okay. Oh, you get a minute. Very water. All right, for our second exercise, for our next exercise in round 2, same leg. So this is my left, and then it's going to lunge back and knee lift. Very, very fast. And the propulsion. This is one of my favorite exercises. And I basically have to like stop myself from putting it into every single boot camp workout. I just really like it. When you pull the knee up, it's not like I pull the knee up and I jump. No, it's that I drive the knee up with so much force upward that it pulls my foot off the ground. So it's more of a propulsion than like lunge, knee lift, jump. All right, so it looks like a jump, but it's not. So you do the same leg for the entire 40 seconds. And then we're going to do burpees. And then we're going to do the other leg. And then we'll do burpees again. So this is our tough round. What am I saying? They're all tough. Okay, 5 seconds. Let's get ready. So you don't have to be push-up part. You can do the knee lift. Let's go. You can do the knee lift without ever leaving the ground. I highly encourage to use your arms. So opposites. If you're mirroring me, you'd be using your right leg going back and your left arm going up. If you're mirroring me. Get that heart rate up, and you burn out, actually, the left leg. You burn out the leg that's not moving. The takeoff leg. That's what you're getting very strong. Don't forget to get low. So by the way, if you're right-handed and you do layups like this over and over again, like playing basketball, you have really, really strong left leg because you're a right-handed person. So believe it or not, we're doing burpees, jumping jacks. So you jack.
Ready?
Okay. Here's a low impact burpee. Hold it down, walk it out. Optional push-up. Walk it in. Out in, out in. Okay, let's low impact. And then burpee jack. Do your push-up, optional. Jump it in, out in, do your jack. There's so many variations of burpees. Do what you like. Or do what you hate. I don't know. 10 more seconds. Okay. We're gonna do the other leg. So this is I know it's my right leg, but if you're mirroring me, use your left here. 10 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna try on the AC after this.
Ready?
Time right now. Lunge, propulsion, lunge, and then propel. Pulse. Propulse? Is that the word for propulsion? Propel, right? I don't think you know anymore. I can't think. Get low, get high. Keep your back braced. Keep the chest up. Even though this is a lower body dominant exercise, you still want to keep your abs engaged for stabilization and of your lower back and spine. 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm turning on the AC. I'll be right back. Okay, 10 seconds to go for burpees. Any jacks you want to do?
Ready?
Let's go. Looking good. Burpees are definitely one of the most challenging exercises to do. You get down on the ground, then you have to get up. Five seconds. All right, take a minute. You got a whole minute off. For the final round of the 40-second, 20 seconds, this is the first exercise. You lunge, you can lift up the foot, pivot, put the foot down, lift up the foot. Your toes are already pretty much turned out, so you just have to kind of square up, sort of to the corners. All right, but if you do the jumping version, you can rearrange your feet midair. So all the toes face this way to the wall, corners, wall. All right, so that's the jumping version. And again, the non-jumping version, just lift the foot and pivot. Because your hips, they have rotational range within the hip socket. We have about 25 seconds to rest. And then we're doing more push-ups, of course. We're going to be doing regular chest push-ups to downward dog push-ups. Downward dog push-ups emphasize the shoulders more. If you really hate that version, you can switch to tricep push-ups or stay with regular chest push-ups. All right, here we go. Getting ready. In 3, 2, 1. So squat, lunge, constantly turning. If it helps you, bring those arms straight in front of the breastbone and note that you at a point to the wall and to the front. If it does, then double it up. Go squat, lunge, squat, lunge. Okay? You don't have to do constant turns. You can also do whatever you want with the arms. Just giving you ideas here. All right. So here, you know how to do regular push-ups. So the down dog push-up is like this. All right. So more shoulder, like sort of an overhead press. Chest to
Ready?
down dog. Let go. Have to move with me. Chest, butt up, bend the elbows, straighten them. Lower the butt, bend the elbows and straighten them. Lift the butt, bend the elbows and straighten them. It should feel different. Chest versus deltoids, shoulders. By the way, you can do this on your knees like this. And then when your butt's up, you don't have to go until your head is on the ground. All right? Any little bend is good. Target the shoulders. So when you do your down dog push-up, there's not really a knee version, but you don't have to go all the way down. In 5 seconds. Ready? And move.
Ready?
Oh, I started that 2 seconds early. I jumped the gun. Sorry. Basically, bodyweight workers, we're doing so many variations of squats and lunges, but they are the most basic of movement patterns. If you can't master these, you really shouldn't be lifting weights, right? You shouldn't be having like 100 pounds on your shoulders doing squats. if you haven't perfected your squat technique with body weights, and same with lunges, because weight just exacerbates any bad postural forms. Okay? That's not why I do this. I do body weight because I don't have any equipment at home. But I do train a lot with body weight. I get people accustomed and familiar with their body awareness. It's like,
Ready?
let's go. Do you know that your butt is down? Good. Can you tell that your butt is up? I hope so. So having this spot awareness of knowing when your butt's up, like if you're doing a plank and your butt is down, but your butt is still up, right? Then you have to work on your proprioception or body awareness. Knowing where your body parts in space without actually looking at yourself in a mirror. Nice calf stretch here. Okay, take a minute. We're switching gears to Tabata. Doing slightly similar exercises, but Tabata is only 20 seconds. And sometimes like it takes too long to do a burpee, you know, like you're doing like 3 burpees. So I did a little more cardio, get that heart rate up. Your heart is a muscle, and let's face it, some of us prefer doing weight training more than cardio. So it's a good time to get cardio in when you're at home because we don't always get to go outside for a run. All right, so the first one is speed skater. And then we pair that with the lunge to plyo. So I'm repeating that one because, you know, it's my favorite. Okay. Here's what's really gonna, I don't want to say kill us. I don't want to say kill, but what's really gonna be challenging is a lot of times I'll do speed skater and then I'll alternate with the lunge. And, you know, we kind of take a break, right? So I'm gonna, and Tabata originally designed was one exercise, all 8 rounds. I'm going to do that because I think it's a little boring. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do your speed skater for 4 rounds in a row. So 20 seconds, 10-second rest. Back to the speed skater. So your heart rate is going to go up. It comes down a little bit. Up, down, up. Okay. And that's the idea behind Tabata is that you get just a little rest, but not enough for your heart rate to come all the way back down. And that's what really pushes you. You're like going from fatigue to more pushing. All right, here we go. Doing your speed skater, jump to the side, jump to the side. You can do a big step, or you can really run it. Ready? Go, 20 seconds. This whole body. Use your arms. Swing that leg back. If you need to put it down and tap down, go ahead for balance. But here it's cardio, so you want to go fast, fast, fast. And pause, 10 seconds break. So if you stand still for a moment, you should feel your heart rate really pound. Your heart is really pounding in your chest. And we move again. Go. That's it, 10 seconds. By the time you think like, I'm sort of feeling better, you got to go again. Really hard to talk now. Three, two, one. All right. I wouldn't stand completely still. And definitely don't sit down. You might not get back up. Ready? Round 3, go. This is fun. Yes. Sprint for the gold medal. 2, 1. Pause. All right. After this 10 seconds, last 20 seconds, and then we're doing a propulsion. Let's move. I know I'm slowing down. I can feel it. Go, go, go. Okay. Propulsion. I don't care which leg you start with. Same leg for the entire 20 seconds. Here you go. That was it. That was the 10 seconds. Go. Same leg. Optional knee propulsion. Going up. Getting that bottom foot off the ground. Three, two, one. Switch legs. Don't have to start yet, but there's not much time. Starting. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Your heart rate should really be through the roof. And we're burning our muscles out too. Great way to boost your metabolism, pause, and increase your afterburn. Your EPOC. Let's go. The harder you work, the longer your metabolism stays elevated for a period of time after your workout, up to 24 hours. In 3, 2, 1, switch. And then there's a minute rest. Grab your water right after this. Let's move. A minute rest after this. How long was that? 4 minutes. Felt like forever. So that was 4 minutes of work, 30 seconds at a time. Really, it's 20 seconds plus 10 break. But you want to jump the entire time because your heart rate was still elevated during that 10 seconds. Oh gosh. So we're gonna do our squat to pivot lunge again. So for Tabata, I try to pick something that's like less complex. Like a burpee, I think is pretty complex. That way we can really focus on speed and upping the intensity, going quickly with good form, like less thought, right? That's why I chose these for Tabata. So again, it's that squat to lunge, and then we're doing a chest to try push-up. So instead of a chest into a downward dog, we're gonna do a chest push-up, bring your hands closer, tricep push-up, and definitely do it on your knees. All right. We're gonna do alternating in 2s. So 2 lower bodies, 2 upper bodies, 2 lower bodies. All right, starting. You know what? Let's start with the other leg. Whew. We're gonna start with hands wide, the hands narrow. Hands wide, let's go. Hands wide, hands narrow. Hands wide, hands narrow. Good, whether you want to be, if you're on your toes, definitely put your feet apart. You don't want your feet next to each other. Have a wide base. Okay, we gotta do that again. So just stay on the mat, stay on the mat. Here we go. Push-ups. Narrow grip. Wide grip. Now if you want to do the down dog again, down push-ups again, you can. Of course, you can always do that. I'm just giving options of exercises. Oh, thank goodness. Time for lower body. My legs are definitely stronger than my arms. Whose isn't? Let's move. Again, try to be quick with good form. Stay low. Legs never straighten. We're just pivoting. We're externally rotating and internally rotating. Stay up, stay up. We're doing the legs again. Really important that your legs can internally and externally rotate. It's part of your hip functions. Go. Heart and hip functions. It's actually not ideal if your legs only face the front and stay neutral the whole time. Like a horse. Or maybe kind of awkward. Okay, 2 more rounds of push-ups. Okay, time's up. Stick to the 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of break. But if you need a longer break, take it. It's okay. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Okay. Stay down, stay down. In 3 seconds. Push-ups again. That feels like the air conditioner's not even on. Finish on the last push-up. All right, stand up. Get in your squat position. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Move. We like to move. Only 20-second round after this for this exercise. For round 2. Round 2, Tabata. It's technically round 5 of everything, right? Let's go, man. Let's go, let's go. I know, it's, what, 10 seconds? Feels like nothing. Did it even happen? Last 10 seconds. Push, push, push. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, grabbing water again. It should be really hard for you to talk. I understand you might not have anyone in your room to talk to right now. But if you tried to sing your favorite song right now, like, don't stop. Oh, it's really hard to sing it. Because you should be breathless. Oh my gosh. Now you know never to have me at karaoke with you. Okay. Again, I just really want to focus on cardio for today. I try to change up my boot camp workouts from week to week, so we're not always doing the same thing. So we're doing jumping jacks, and then our push-ups, lateral walks. If you remember from the first exercise, you did a push-up, walk, walk, push-up, walk, walk. We're going to do that at the end. While we still have our energy, jacks. In, out. Low impact jacks. Move as fast as you can. If that confuses you, just go like this. This is just another way of jacking with arm variations. All right. Give me another 30 seconds. Okay. So Tabatas are 4 minutes in total length. And even though there's 10-second breaks in there, it feels like it doesn't even exist. We're starting with jumping jacks while we still have energy, and it's going to be 4 rounds in a row, 4 30 seconds in a row, 4 times 20 seconds, plus the 10-second rest. All right. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Jacks. Hey. You're bouncing on the balls of your feet. This is just the arm variation. Okay. If you don't like standing still, you can march a little bit in place. Starting up again in 3, 2, 1. Why did you push yourself so much that by the time the 20 seconds are done, you need a breather. You need that 10 seconds. 1. And by the time it's 10 seconds and done, you should have pushed yourself so much you're like, oh, again, I'm not ready. But if you have just enough energy that you got back from that 10-second rest, that you can go again. Three, two, one. Wait, one more. Hollywood movies and see these people like running from the cops or something, and they just run forever. And I'm like, can they? Can they really do that? Are they really sure they can run at a full-out sprint for that long? These cops. Three, two, one. All right. For these last four exercises, our heart rate probably gonna come down a little bit, but once again, it's gonna burn out our upper body. So push-ups, walk it over. Push up, walk over. Push up, walk over. Knees or toes. Eyes up. Look at the floor between your hands. Don't look at your feet. Good to go. Last one here. Stay down here. This is going to be really hard because we're doing a lot of push-ups. 20 seconds in a row. So if you want to alternate that with a squat or movement of lower body, go for it. You want to do some squats here. Remember, you can go to your knees. Staying down, staying down. Also, you can hold the plank. So instead of doing push-ups, hold the plank for 20 seconds. Lots of options here. Do one on my knees, one on my toes. Now, I'm really feeling true fatigue here. Sometimes when we do 40 seconds of push-ups, we might not get to that full fatigue. Oh, this is it. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh, so difficult. All right, you did it. We did our 40-second 20s. Okay, you're still on the floor, right? Okay, I'm gonna get back on the floor to join you guys. So you just did your last push-up. Come back for child's pose here. I'm gonna have you bring one leg forward in a very low lunge. Here, I'll bring my other leg forward actually. Now, and you want to keep your arms on the floor for some support, but you're gonna feel a hip flexor stretch here. And if you don't quite feel that stretch, you can actually tuck the back toe under and lift the leg, back leg, and straighten it. You kind of the weight of your hips just pushes down and further stretches not just the hip flexor, but also the butt cheek of the other leg. So this low lunge is a great hip stretch. And you know, if we just straighten the front leg and do the splits, that's pretty much the next level of stretch for the hips. All right, obviously you cannot do the splits. I'm no gymnast here. But that's how you know gymnasts are really flexible, right? Their hip flexors and their glutes, because they can do the splits. I'm gonna just put my other leg in front now so you can see what it looks like on the other side. So again, the glute stretch here, the hip flexor stretch of the other leg. And then if you lift up like this, it's a little more work to lift up, but you can feel a deeper or more intense hip flexor stretch. Should still be on the ground. Let's kick that leg back. Stretch the calves, downward dog. Yes, I know your shoulders are working a little bit. Your arms are working a little bit, but getting those heels down to the ground. And let's slowly walk our way back. And hang out here with our legs straight. If you can't touch your toes, that's okay. We're stretching the hamstring right now. Try to straighten your legs. Drop your head, nice and heavy. All right, slowly rolling up. Let's get into a tricep stretch here. So I'm stretching my right tricep. I'm gonna put my right leg behind and then lean to the left. Little obliques there. Same arm, pull it across. And with your legs still crossed, take your arms behind the back. And if your hands don't want to hold each other's hands, you can just reach your arms back for a chest stretch. And then finally, with your legs still crossed, I just want you to try to reach your toes again. It's going to feel a little different with your legs crossed. Slowly rolling up again. And let's recross the other leg. So now it's my left leg going behind. I'll stretch my left tricep and I'll lean to the right. Go ahead and bring the arm to the front for your deltoid stretch. No, we don't spend a lot of time on stretching, but it's definitely important. After any sort of workout, whether it's dance, running, I guess you don't have to stretch after a yoga workout because the entire yoga workout is stretching. I'll admit sometimes the only reason I took yoga is because I needed to stretch. And it's the only way that I could force myself to do stretches and to stay in it. All right, reach on down again. You should have your other leg in front, so you feel a little more stretch in the back leg as you reach down. All right, let's loosen up that lower back. And feel free, of course, to do any stretches that you feel your body needs. There's some standard stretches I do, and then there's some that I don't do. So a quick quad stretch here, which also stretches your hip flexors. You kind of felt this earlier when we did our low lunge, but in case you really wanted to focus on the quads. So yeah, you know your body best. If you have particular stretches you want to do or need to do, definitely get to it. Do you think quads and hip flexor stretches and hamstrings are probably the most important? And then the next one after that is your chest. And thank you all so much for joining. Thanks for your sweat, your energy, your efforts. And don't forget to thank yourself because, you know, it's a lot of work that you accomplished here and it's hard. So many people can't do it, won't do it, right? So be proud of yourself.